The John and Ken Show continues. John Cobelt and Ken Champeau.
All right, the big news this afternoon. The controller of California, John Chung, has done the right thing. That's what I like to call it, the populist thing. He's decided to fully support Prop 25 and withhold the pay of the legislators due June 30th because of the phony budget they gave Jerry Brown.
This is the law of unintended consequences, and it bit these Democratic jackals in the ass. Now they're going without money, and this is what I do.
Yeah, by the way, it was their dopey public employee unions who put Prop 25 on the ballot. It was them. And it was really about the two-thirds, but they knew the hook would be, we're going to withhold their pay.
They all thought they were brilliant. All these Democrats were on board for this proposition because they thought they could snow people, and they did snow people. And we should not have voted for this. Because what's worse than, the paycheck thing is I know it's a very excitable issue for people, but the real evil was it gave the Democrats total control of the budget, and the Republicans had no leverage, no say at all. And you don't want that. You do not want one-party rule ever in any form of government. It's awful. So now listen to them whine. And as I said right before the news, if you have suffered a job loss, pay reduction, foreclosure, some bill collectors screaming at you, any kind of a job loss, any way you've been impacted negatively by this economy. Now listen to these bastards squeal.
Here's Assemblywoman Joan Buchanan, Democrat Alamo. Anyway, can I still pay my bills? Yes. Do I know of legislators that will experience a hardship? Yes. I don't want to see our legislature get to the point where you either have to be retired or independently wealthy to serve this body.
Now listen to Lou Correa, Democrat out of Santa Ana in Orange County. The majority, most of us legislators here, work for a living. We're not millionaires, so it's going to be a challenge. Now, Assemblyman Mike Gatto.
He wrote a long one.
Our state government right now reminds me of a troop of boys lost in the wilderness. The goal is to get back to civilization, but the governor seems hell-bent on forcing 4 people to take his chosen path, while John Chung just wants to sit there and beat up on the unpopular kids. It's always been an easy move to bash the disliked, but the truth is that such demagoguery is rapidly becoming cliche and does nothing to move the state forward. I halted a fulfilling private sector career path to enter public service. I now have to explain to my wife and daughter that we won't be able to pay the bills because a politician chose to grandstand at our expense. California has officially degenerated into a banana republic, with one branch of government withholding the pay of another. I wonder if the controller plans on withholding the pay of judges if he disagrees with one of their decisions. Woo! Mike Gatto. He's out of Los Angeles. We're in Los Angeles.
I'm looking.
Who elected this fool? Oh, you're at Burbank? You mean is he our assemblyman here?
I'm looking.
Hold
on. It's more than Burbank. It's Burbank and Glendale. Yeah, now I'm looking at the district.
Yeah, probably part
Griffith
of
Park.
Probably northeast Los Angeles.
He must be new because I never heard his name before.
I never heard his name either. I know we're unpopular. I know we're disliked, but it's wrong to beat up on us. We're people too.
Now, he's really got the slick-back mafioso hair going.
Yeah,
he's young, but he looks like...
Hey, you know what? You stupid dirtbag. You broke the law. You tried to pass a sales tax that was illegal and a car tax that was illegal. Mike Gatto, you ought to go to prison. If you voted for this thing, you go to prison. Okay? There was fake money. There was fake programs. It didn't add up. And the taxes were illegal.
One of our listeners wrote to him, "Hey, Gatto, your press release regarding not getting paid for not doing your job is ridiculous. Go back to the private sector if there's a job opening for you. You clowns in Sacramento are the worst, Mike." Gatto wrote back.
Did he really?
Yeah, he did. Thanks for writing. I just want to make it clear. We passed 2 budgets this year. We've made a lot of cuts. We have not raised taxes. Like you didn't want to. Like you didn't want to. Both budgets pencil out.
No, they don't.
We've held the line on people who want to cut more, including the salaries of, here we go, firefighters and such. We've done our job. We've done that to protect jobs like yours at the expense of our own pay. Now, we knew this could happen, and he put in parentheses, and we know that everyone hates us, including apparently you.
Yeah.
I just think it takes very little courage to pile on people like us who are so hated, but more courage to make the tough decisions. Wait, ready for this. I am still making those decisions, working 18-hour days, etc. But it's still hard to explain this situation to my family. Thanks for writing.
If your family thinks you're a bonehead, too, maybe
right,
you
see
are.
if he wants to come on the show and plead his
maybe he can come and cry.
Case. Yeah.
Tell him to come in here in the studio, and we'll let him have all the tissues. And he can sob on our shoulders. Oh, I can't pay my bills. You know what?
I hope they all quit.
We got the highest bleeping taxes in the nation. The highest income tax, the highest sales tax, the highest gas tax. And you're sitting there going, I don't know how to pay my bills? You got the worst business climate in the nation. That's an absolute, undisputable fact. Oh, I can't pay my bills. Yeah, welcome to the rest of the world.
Oh,
what a bunch of pompous-ass jackasses. And yeah, we hate you. We hate you deeply.
Did you see the front page of the USA Today about how well Texas has done in terms of jobs and the economy the last several years? And California is like one of the worst states?
Yeah.
In addition to that, the Orange County Register, their business writer, wants to reported the following. 870,550 people moved out of California just from 05 to 09. Just in those 4 years.
Yeah. And it was all taxpayers.
And the number one destination, Arizona, with Texas being second.
870,000 taxpayers left. What did we get in return? Probably 1.5 million illegal aliens.
Yeah, right, because the population did go up.
There's one thing I agree with Gatto. This is a banana republic. This is ungovernable. It is no longer a democracy. The whole system is completely busted and corrupt. Everybody in Sacramento is swimming in a gross cesspool. They're running around, having sex with lobbyists, getting drunk, running up huge deficits for 10 years. They're despicable people. The union goons run the place, and they can really all go to hell. They really can. We do hate you deeply. We don't want to pay you. You've ruined the state. You've absolutely ruined what was the greatest state in the union and made it a laughingstock. Oh. It's a sore now.
Here's one more worth mentioning. State Senator Ron Calderon, and we mentioned him recently, the corrupt Calderon brothers.
Yeah.
Democrat Montebello. We've done our job and given a balanced budget. The Comptroller and Treasurer have approved of them in the past. They've never had a problem before. We're being treated like children and punished for politics. They shouldn't have approved of those budgets in the past. How many times when Schwarzenegger was governor did we talk about them working on a budget, which took until like September usually, and then fell apart like 2 months later?
That's right.
Maybe Jerry Brown and the Comptroller are finally saying enough of that crap. Make a real budget, but don't put any more tax increases in it. All right, you want to talk about this? You can.
Yeah, let's do a victory lap for as long as this lasts, because you people called Chung in great numbers, and I think it had some effect on his decision, because he wants to be governor and he needed to become a known entity in this state. All right, number's 1-800-520-1KFI. John and Ken Show, KFI AM 640, more stimulating talk radio.